Hello and welcome to part 12, I believe, yes, part 12 of this ChessBot Battle series where I play computer chess opponents on chess.com, and I'll try and explain my moves as I'm playing to help people learn out there. So I began with the beginner computer opponents or bots on chess.com and worked up through the beginner and intermediate section. So I'm in the advanced section now, and this will be the first 1600 bot that I will play against. So it looks like today I'm playing the bot named Pablo, and it says Pablo is his local club champion, so he's gotten a bit cocky. He'll try to catch you in the opening with gambits, so be careful. All right, this should be interesting. I'll try and use this hippo defense again, which should be interesting. But let me know out there if there are specific openings you would like me to play in these little videos where I play against either the bots or other people. Anyway, let's begin here. Let's see. So we'll choose Pablo. We'll do a 15-minute game so we have time to think and talk and teach. So let's see. We'll play a random color, and here we go. Let's see. So Pablo plays e4. So let's try to set up this hippo defense. All right. So in the hippo defense, we want to fianchetto both our bishops, so we've done that. Now, he moved here. We also want to push up like this. Now we can attack his bishop. So he just retreats back to the center, and he's doing a good job of controlling the center. All right, now we want to push our center pawns forward one square. Now that was a very strange move. He moved his king to f2, so that was a weird computer move. Normally people will not do that unless they're trying to just play something crazy. All right, so we go here. Now we could castle, but he may try and use his queen and bishop as a battery attacking us. All right, so what would be good to play here? Normally we want, well, first we'll just do this. We'll just play a waiting move, see what he does, so he develops his other bishop. Now, normally we want to just bring this pawn up. So I'll do that, see what he does next. Okay, he just pushes a pawn forward. All right, now we'll bring the other knight up. And we pretty much have the hippo defense set up here. So we could attack his knight and see what he does. I don't really want to capture here. Let's see. Let's push our pawn forward here. Kind of lock up the center. Now we could move here. Let's see. Well, should we go ahead and castle? That's the question. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go ahead and castle. All right, so he pushes his rook up there. Well, should we move here and attack with our side pawn attacking his valuable central pawn? That's probably a decent move. So we'll go ahead and do that. See what he does. All right. We probably should just go ahead and capture. So we'll go ahead and do that. Capture his valuable central pawn. But it did pull his knight forward. So we could just go ahead and attack his knight. So maybe we'll try and do that. So Let's see. We'll just attack his knight, see what he does. Okay, now we'll go ahead, capture. All right, now we can go ahead and attack his other bishop. So we'll go ahead and do that. And, well, we could knock off his bishop pair, which would probably be a decent move. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get rid of his bishop pair. Okay, now he's lined up here, so, maybe we need to bring this rook over, try and take control. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, now he's after this pawn. So we'll just push forward there. Okay, now he's attacking. Go ahead and move up. All right. So now we might as well just trade off, see what he does. Move the other. Okay, now we have control here. All right. We could jump up here, try and attack, but, is that best? All right, we'll just go ahead, move up there. Well, are we just going to trade off, or should we take this pawn? Probably taking the pawn is a better move here. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right. Now, what should we try? What should we try? Well, let's think here. He's kind of blocking our queen out of position. So and this one's not doing much. Well, let's try this, see what he does. Okay, the problem is our bishop is getting trapped here. So that is not good at all. Man. Okay. Well, this could cause problems. I may have made a bad move there. Great. My bishop is really trapped in. Really trapped in. If he comes down here attacking this bishop, what can we do? Well, he can't because we'll mate him up here. Okay, so let's just push this forward. Okay, now we may have issues. Okay. Well, go here. All right, now we can go ahead, just take that, and then we can threaten a mate by pushing forward. All right. Well, we might as well just push this pawn forward even more. Okay. Well, now, might as well knock that out, stop any threats there. And then threaten to attack that pawn. All right, now we can go here, attacking his queen. Threaten this pawn. Okay, now we can protect it with our bishop. Okay, so now we kind of have our king trapped in, don't we? All right. Well, I didn't think about that. Looks like I kind of have my king just trapped. The only thing we can do is move here. Well, we'll just do that, see what the computer does. Okay. And maybe it'll end up being a draw here. Well, I don't know why he did that, because now that lets me out. Well, now we should be able to win. All right. Well, now we can pick this off. All right, and pick off another one. All right, we might as well just take another one there, move there. All right, and we can just push that forward. Okay, well, now we can just, threaten a mate, or excuse me, threaten to promote. All right, so there, we promote that one. Let's see. Well, we might as well promote the other one. All right, what is the quickest way to mate him? He he can't go here or here. He could go there. So let's just do that. Block him off. Check. And mate. All right, well, that was interesting. It might have been a draw if he would have kept my king trapped in this corner. So let's take a look at that and see. We'll do a game review here. All right. So 80% to 74. Wild game. You came out on top. So if we look at this evaluation, so it looks like white was ahead, and then looks like I got a pretty good advantage here and then gave it up. And then white was ahead for a good bit of time before I regained the advantage. Then it went back up to even. All right, let's take a look here. Start the review. Okay, so immediately he takes control of the center with these pawns. And I try to attack the center from the wings with my bishops. And so he fortifies the center. Now, this was a bad move, moving this king to f2. He should have just developed his queen, making a battery here, attacking my king side, attacking this h6 pawn, preventing me from castling, because then, once the rook moves, only the bishop would be protecting this h pawn. All right, so e5, and then I decided to lock up the center, and it says that was a mistake. Instead, I should have just immediately moved my knight up here, attacking his bishop, which maybe I did that later in the game. No, I didn't end up doing that, I don't think. All right, let's see here. So I castle, and it says that is a mistake. c5 immediately would have been better. All right, so now, let's see. Well, I ended up playing c5 later. Here, knight to e2 was a mistake, bringing his knight back. Instead, he should have just played bishop to c5, which would allow his bishop to jump in here, to this nice outpost on d5 and be protected by his e5 pawn. So we exchanged off. Then b3 is a mistake. So instead, queen to c5 would have been better. Yeah, so after queen to c5, it would have, well, I could have just attacked, I guess, and then he could have traded off queens. But he would have this knight that could jump over the pawns, and my light squared bishop is really bad, trapped in here behind all these pawns. All right, so next, I take this pawn, and then queen to c1 is a mistake. He should have just captured, which would have doubled my pawns up here. Let's see, and then this bishop would have to just stay here and try to protect that pawn. Okay. Then a4 was a mistake. Bishop to e3 would have been better. Interesting. All right. Now, queen to e2 is a mistake. Yeah, so h4, that's what they wanted. h4, interesting. Maybe to move up here and try and put more pressure on this g2 pawn. But here, so now the game is even. So he could have, if he would have kept me trapped in here with his bishop, then the game would have been a draw, I do believe. Let's see. King to d2 is a mistake. Bishop to d8 would have been better to protect this pawn, I guess. But, you know, he has 3 pawn islands. I guess I have 2. Well, I don't know how you would count this. Maybe this is part of this pawn island. But this is a far advanced pawn, but it's protected. So, yes, I think if he would have kept his bishop on this diagonal and had kept my king trapped in this corner, then it should have been a draw. All right, so it says this is a great move. There was only one good move and you found it. This was a game-changing move giving you a winning advantage. All right. So, yeah, my king is just moving up into his position now. And then he retreats here. And so I just continue moving forward here. And remember that in the end game, you know, if you only have a few pieces or one piece like this bishop, the kings can make all the difference in the world to bring your king up and help use them in an attack. Bishop to f6 is a mistake. Bishop to f8 would have been better. All right. So now, you know, I'm just really ahead, picking off pieces. All right. Well, 1650 to 1400. Their opening 76.1 and mine was 81.9. And then middle game 74.3 to 78. And then end game 66.5 to 80. So the end game helped me there. All right. Well, that was kind of an interesting game. We'll see how these bots are as they continue to get harder. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments or suggestions, anything else you want to see. If you want me to play maybe a different opening besides this hippo defense. But the hippo defense does seem to be pretty solid. It lets you develop all your pieces and get your king safe before you start attacking things. But sometimes it can leave you a little cramped. But overall, I'd say the hippo defense is not bad. All right, let's stop there, and I hope everyone has a great day.